Hey bookworms, we are going to do our weekly whimsy. I have our bow here, and I'm going to use my colored pencil, and I got this new blender pen. I think I showed this to you guys in another video, I can't remember now. But it's for the Prismacolor pencils, and it's got like the chisel side, which you can see I've used quite a bit, and then the pointed side, and this has been really cool to play with. So I'm going to do my colored pencils on this. I haven't done just plain colored pencils in a while. So I thought that would be a fun thing to do. So I'm just going to grab my brown. And you know how I like to start off with the edges. And then I like to darken up the edges too. So I am going to sharpen this. Alright, and then color the rest of this in lightly. Now watch how cool this is. Let me clean this off. Didn't clean it last time, so I've got all that black on the tip there. Alright, so it still looks really dark, but okay. Oh, you can see I still do have black on there. I didn't clean it well enough. It's alright. So you can see, did not do a good job cleaning my blender pen here. So I've got that dark there, but I'm going to work with it because I was planning on putting black on here anyway, so don't do what I did. Something else you can do if you don't have one of these blender pens, which I think I've showed you all before too, is use a white, which I'm going to go ahead and use anyway, and this will blend the colors really well too. Right now, because it's already blended, it's not doing what it typically does, but I'm going to grab my black. I'm adding the dark to the corners here. The tooled leather that we've got. I hope you guys are enjoying the book. I'm liking this one a lot more than the last book we did. This one seems really fun. Let me know what you think about the book. Alright, grab my pen again, my blender pen. These weekly whimsies are a perfect way to try out. Grab some paper so I can try out different mediums that you have at home that you haven't used much of. I actually have never done much colored pencil until I started doing the weekly whimsies with you guys, and I started trying to force myself to use them a little more. And I really enjoy them a lot more than I used to, now that I've learned to blend them a little bit better. I'm sure some of you could help me with tips as well. I know some of you in the group use colored pencils more than I do, so. But they are definitely fun, I think, to use now that I've learned a little more about them. I like that texture there. It's pretty cool. Okay. Try to get those as clean as I can. And then I'm going to do, I think I want to do like a green band around the edge here. And sharpen this one too. There we go. So on this textured paper, I can use my chisel point a little bit better because I can push a little firmer on it. I feel like it's blending a little better for me. All right, so let's see if I can get this a little smoother through here. That looks cool. All right, and then we have, I assume that this is all leather here. It's probably all, I've never actually seen one of these or paid attention. I have seen them, I guess. So I'm going to use the darker brown just to make it look a little different for the strap part. I don't know my anatomy here either, so forgive me. darken this part underneath that strap there a little bit. Same thing on this side. All right, and then we've got our arrows. So quiver. I was been trying to think this whole time what this is called. Quiver. Like couldn't come up with it for some reason. And then I messed that up right there, and I'm not really sure if I can fix it. See how I went down over my grain there. I doubt I can fix this. Oh, that didn't do too bad. I'm just doing a really thin outline around the quiver here. Black, and I feel like that's doing a really good job making it stand out a little better. Okay. I'm gonna sharpen this again. Okay, and then we need our feathers on the end of our arrows here. I'm gonna do red. Okay, I'm gonna grab my blender again. That side is just not doing it for me for some reason. And then I'm going to add some of the texture, hopefully. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab my paint markers and see if I can put some detail. So I've got these awesome paint markers. I don't know if I've showed you these guys. I need to check and see if they're on Prime for the next few days and put them in our group and see. These are really fun to use. They've got a dual tip on them and there's 48 colors in there. And I haven't used them a whole lot yet, but so far I've been like really loving them. Yeah, that looks better. Let's see. Look how good that adds highlight. Hopefully you guys can see that. But I really love these. These are really fun. Okay, so let's see. Do I want to do anything else? That's the question. I think I might stop there. I'm trying to decide if I want to do anything to the background or not. That's what I'm debating. I don't think I want to. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna do a paint splatter. I think that would be really pretty. So let me grab my water really quick. So I've just got my water, and then I'm going to grab, got my burnt umber here. I'm just gonna paintbrush, and then I'm gonna pick up a little bit of paint on the end of my brush here, just by sticking it in the tube. And let's see what kind of mess I can make. There we go. That's what it needed. Okay, I like it. I'm gonna pull this up so you guys can see it. I've got a quiver with our bows in it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out actually. Or no, I still got I forgot I had some of my other stuff prepped. Well, here, let me take it off actually. Got Weekly Whimsies prepped in the back there. Okay, let's see. So I can pull it up. You guys can see it. Very cool. Speckles, the texture. I like the texture of the paper with the colored pencils. All right. I've got my Weekly Whimsy book here. And pull my stickers out. I should put those in the very back. So you guys could definitely put your names on these, put dates on these, and then look at that. So I've got our Weekly Whimsies all going in. Weekly Whimsy book. All right, guys, I love seeing your artwork and all the sharing that we're doing. It's awesome and so much fun. I look forward to our next Weekly Whimsy. I'll see y'all soon.